Hello everybody, my name is ICU, and today we're going to be looking at some Reach gameplay from a recent Bungie weekly update. This is going to be a Headhunter match on Boardwalk, and some of you may have heard of me before. I used to do a lot of Modern Warfare 2 commentaries, and before that I did Halo 3 commentaries, but gone through a couple of different channels, so this is the newest one, so that's why I don't have a whole lot of videos at the moment, but yeah, we're going to be looking at Boardwalk, and this is a new game type to Halo Reach called Headhunter, and this is a free-for-all match, and the objective of this game type is to kill bad guys, collect their flaming skulls, and take as many as you can to the drop-off points, which are scattered around the map, and they do change location. I believe it looks to be there are 2 on the map at any given time. And they are like hills, like in King of the Hill, and they do move and rotate around the map. So like I said, this is a free-for-all playlist. I'm assuming that this is going to be one of the playlists that is going to ship with the game, and you will be able to play this on day 1 in matchmaking. It'll probably be in some type of, the Lone Wolves playlist as a game type. And it looks interesting. I've never been much of a free-for-all fan myself. I prefer team-based game types, but it looks fun nonetheless. And I'm sure they'd have some type of team variant of this. So I'm sure if you're like me and you've been watching a lot of Reach gameplay, you've noticed that the people playing the game early at these press events and such are generally terrible at it. So we're pleased to see that this guy is actually not that bad at playing this game. He knows what he's doing, at least. Whether or not he's capable of doing what he wants to do with his hands is a different matter, but he's not bad. So he gets, if you look at the pistol work here, he's pretty accurate with it. And the pistol is actually much better from Halo 3, even though the Halo 3 pistol wasn't all that bad. You could 5-shot people with that thing if you hit them in the head properly. But it has a scope back on it now, I'm sure as most of you know, sort of going back towards the Halo 1 pistol, but it's still not quite there, which I sort of think is a good thing, because, I mean, it doesn't really make sense for a pistol to be the best weapon in the game. So they have the DMR and they have the needle rifle, so all of those are going to be really good to use, and then the pistols are really good secondary to switch to if you're in a bind. Although, as you can see, every time this guy spawns, except for this time for some reason, he's going to switch to his pistol really quickly. He decided to go with the assault rifle this time. Got a kill with it. So if you see above these bad guys' heads, you can see that they have a little number if they're holding any skulls, and that's just simply the number of skulls they're holding. And I think that the more skulls you have, sort of the bigger the number gets. I'm not sure about that. But nonetheless, you're obviously going to go and try and kill the person who has the most skulls, so you can get their skulls, and you can score, 9 skulls at once or whatever. So, so that's the game type. But let's talk about. Well, there's some shotgun work. Shotgun looks a little bit more powerful at range than it has been in the past. I mean, whether or not that guy's shields were down. He gets a complete smack the guy in the head with a shotgun there. But I like the look of most of the weapons in this game. The DMR in particular looks very sexy, and can't wait to actually use them. There we see the shotgun obviously getting outclassed by the pistol and the needle rifle at even sort of medium range. So I don't know what our guy was thinking running away from the guy when he had a shotgun out, but oh well. So let's talk about I haven't said it right once. Boardwalk. It's hard to say. Try saying that 3 times fast. As a map, looks to be sort of a medium to large size map. If we're going to consider maps like Sword Base, maybe even the Ivory Tower remake, Reflection to be sort of small maps, and then we'd say sort of Spire and Boneyard to be extra large maps. This is sort of a medium to large map. Looks to be symmetrical. Maybe not. Well, kind of has symmetrical aspects to it. The central part looks symmetrical. Whether or not the outsides are perfectly symmetrical or not, it's a little bit difficult to tell from this video, but looks to be a fun map anyway. And you know, they're playing with 8 people, I assume, with it being a free-for-all playlist. It looks to be about 8 people, and it doesn't look like it's too big to be, you know, sort of lonely. Especially with a game type like Headhunter, where everybody's going to be sort of converging around the hills. Even a bigger map is going to feel a bit smaller, and there's always going to be some firefights and, you know, stuff like that going on. So looks to be a good map. It's to be a good map for DMR fights. It's got really long sight lines, and plenty of different levels. We've got the, you know, down here in the service tunnels. If you look in the bottom left next to the radar, new to Halo Reach, they have call-outs sort of built in. Tells you where they are. So this guy's at Cafe Square, so upper courtyard. So, you know, if somebody goes, hey, where are you at, you can go, I'm in the upper courtyard, and if they've been playing for long enough, then they're gonna know where you are, and they're gonna know where these call-outs are. So that's another cool new aspect to Halo Reach. So yeah, he has the pistol out right now, running around Boardwalk. It's actually kind of hard to say for some reason. I had to, when I was doing the introduction, I had to restart it like 3 times because I kept on saying it wrong, getting tongue-tied. But as far as I can tell right there, you saw that he killed that guy and his skull flew out. However, because the skull hit the collection point, it disappeared. It got collected by itself. So I think that's kind of a good thing. That means that you know, you can't kill somebody as they're running towards the collection point and have their 9 skulls laying in the collection point. All you have to do is run in there and automatically pick them up and get the score. You have to kill somebody and have to physically carry them at least some distance. So here you see he's actually getting some good sniper shots. However, he doesn't realize there's some glass there. Looks like the sniper might take a little bit longer to reload. He slaps the magazine in and pulls the handle back. So I don't know if I'm sure somebody out there has calculated the difference between the Halo 3 sniper rifle reloading and the Halo Reach sniper rifle reloading, but it looks to me like it takes maybe a split second longer to actually reload. But, you know, that's fine. Or of course you have weapon bloom. I haven't talked about that yet. I mean, I'm sure you guys all know about it, but it is interesting to note that while there is still bloom, the recoil from the beta has either gone or been drastically reduced on pretty much all the weapons. So whether or not you think that's a good thing, well, that's up to you, but recoil on these weapons is pretty much non-existent now. But we do still have bloom. I actually like the bloom. I think it adds a little extra level of depth to the game, especially considering that there aren't really any burst fire weapons anymore. You've either got fully automatic weapons or you've got single shot weapons. I kind of like the bloom. So this game is coming to an end. This has been ICU, and I'll talk to you guys next time.